on Marines. So there are actually no Marauders in his army. Just, well, there are 2 Marauders. 3 Marauders. Okay, let's not forget about the last one. So 3 Marauders, but besides that, it's all about Marines for Gomas and of course his tanks as well, killing off that pylon of Grubby. And the Protoss player from the Netherlands is just adding another starport as well as a forge. And the first attack upgrade for the bio army of the Terran player has already been finished, and he's researching +1 armor right now, adding more and more Marauders to his mix. And Grubby losing his Scout Zealot at the Xel'Naga Watchtower. He's on 153 supply and 145 for Gomas, immediately killing out this pylon. The Medivacs actually guaranteed that he has enough sight in order to kill off that pylon, and now Gomas is just attacking. He's moving in. Grubby with the Guardian Shield, trying to kill off once again all those Medivacs. Is immediately heading for the Vikings and scanning. The Terran player is scanning once again, and all those Colossi are just dealing so much damage against light armored Marines. And immediately there's a small barbecue going on. A lot of those Marines are actually just burning to death. And yeah, well, Gomas is retreating once again, so he's quite happy to play a little bit passively. Of course, with his tanks in siege mode, he can wait for his opponent to attack. But yeah, well, he's not really too sure what he wants to do. He's just going back a little bit, just healing his army once again with those medivacs and sieging up right now. Grubby using 1 Zealot to scout a little bit, and the splash damage is also killing off that 1 Marine. Let's have just yeah, those Phoenixes are really annoying to Gomas right now. And Grubby is adding a second. Is he adding a second forge? Yes, he is. He's researching the +1 attack upgrade and is going for more and more Phoenixes as we speak, adding another expansion as well on the left-hand side of the map, and on the left side of the map, sorry. And Gomas immediately tries to focus those Colossi, but the Phoenixes are dealing with the Vikings, and the main bio army of Gomas is once again attacking. Force field being set by the Protoss player, and of course he has to use Guardian Shield as well. And Gomas once again using the sight that's being supplied by his medivacs in order to kill off one of the pylons in the main base of the Protoss player and dropping onto the cliff. The Phoenixes are immediately heading back and trying to kill off all those Marines. There's quite a lot of Phoenixes, 12 Phoenixes so far, and Grubby is actually a little bit passive, tries to walk in to his main base with all those Colossi and just repel the attack of the Terran player. And Gomas doing a really nice job with his positioning, always retreating with his Marines to the edge of the cliff so that the tanks can get a couple of shots off. And now all those Marines just die. 166 supply versus 170. So both players are once again on even supply, both with a roughly 1,000 over minerals. And Grubby tries to attack the Terran player, and immediately all those Colossi are dealing huge amounts of damage against all those Marines, and the Phoenixes are lifting off those siege tanks with the graviton beam. Really well done by Grubby. That's exactly what you should do if you have so many Phoenixes in your army and you're facing a Terran player that's using siege tanks. Just lift them off with the graviton beam and get a couple of free shots. The Terran player actually has to retreat right now and is in a huge amount of trouble. He's on 120 supply versus 115. Grubby still on 1,000 over minerals. He's just going for more and more upgrades. He's on 1 attack upgrade, researching the first shield upgrade as well as the armor upgrade, and producing more harvesters as we speak. He's on 64 probes versus 62 SCVs, and is retreating right now once again, while the Terran player, while Gomas is also building another command center. So both players are just going for late game, are just trying to just trying to increase their economy, get a bigger economy in order to supply their army with more and more units, and of course the upgrades as well. But the Terran player really should get another couple of upgrades. I think he's on 1-1 right now with the Spire army, and probably should get an armory as well in order to get 2-2. Right now he's trying once again to attack Grubby. Grubby losing one of his Colossi. Immediately the Phoenixes are attacking all those Vikings, just sniping them off, and the Terran player is losing a huge amount of units. He's dropping below 100 supply. Now he's on 105 right now, and Grubby just attacking him, killing off every single unit the Terran player can throw against him. He's picking off all those tanks with the Phoenixes using graviton beam once again, and here we see the same situation. Those Phoenixes are just so crucial to the army of Grubby. They are so important, and now picking off those medivacs, and of course also using graviton beam to kill those Marines. So Grubby has a really easy job killing off all those units of the Terran player, as there's so little anti-air in the army of Gomas, and all those Marauders have to die as well. While now finally Gomas has a couple of Vikings with Marines and is able to repel those Phoenixes. So Gomas having a really hard time to defend against Grubby. Grubby's 150 supply versus 100. He has 1,800 over minerals. So that's quite a lot, and is researching upgrades as we speak. He's on 111 for his ground army, and is also researching a couple of armies for his air units. And Gomas wants to be over. He's just writing, just attack, buddy. I know that you're in that you have a huge lead, so just attack me. And in the meantime, Grubby, he tries to play it safe. He's going for another graviton beam and just harassing the economy of his opponent. But those two missile turrets are doing a really good job at repelling the army of the Protoss player. One kill only though, so that's just one kill for this missile turret. Grubby adding another expansion, this time at the rich mineral fields in the middle of the map, and is building, is stacking quite a lot. So he just added a Twilight Council as well, and is going for Templar Archives. So we will see Storm in quite a bit. And then in the meantime, the Terran player is adding the armory I was talking about earlier, so he will be able to get the +2 and +3 upgrades for his bio army as well. He has a decent amount of Marines at the moment. He's on 36 Marines, 1 siege tank so far, and a couple of Vikings as well as Marauders. And he really needs anti-air, so he's producing a Thor as well, adding 2 more factories to his army mix. And Grubby is attacking. He is maxed out. He's on 200 supply, attacking the planetary fortress of his opponent. Immediately Gomas is trying to repair with his SCVs, and all those Colossi are killing all the workers of the Terran player. And right now he's losing everything. He's losing all those SCVs as well as the planetary fortress. And here comes Gomas, and well, he doesn't really want to attack this army. I don't think that he stands any chance against all those Colossi right now with only a couple of Marines. He doesn't have too many. He doesn't have too many Vikings. Storm being researched as well as Charge, another attack upgrade number 2 for Grubby, and the armor upgrade as well. Unit-wise, we see the Terran player on 5 Vikings, and he can actually use his superior range against the Phoenixes, trying to kite them a little bit. The income of Grubby is quite huge, 2,000 minerals per minute right now, and once again he's moving in with those Phoenixes, but wanted to get actually killed. And we see right now that Gomas is not only relying on his bio army, but also adding more and more Vikings, adding his Thor that's able to repel those Phoenixes. And let's take another close look at the economy of Grubby. So he doesn't add any probes at this expansion, and as I say that, he's just sliding over a couple of harvester units in order to get a decent amount of income. And the main problem for Grubby is that all his zealots are trapped on top of that cliff and will be killed right now. So that's actually suiciding a lot of units. Grubby losing all those zealots. The Phoenixes come to help at least a little bit and try to kill those Vikings that have been actually landed, have been switched to assault mode. And now Grubby is losing a lot of units, but on the other hand, those Colossi are dealing tons of damage against the Marines. They're so fucking good against Marines. And this is actually what we see right now. 160 supply versus 84 and finally Gomas calls GG and ends the game. So we see quite a lot of action on Metalopolis. Grubby with a really nice play, relying a lot on air units, which I like a lot. We've seen players as Soccer, for example, in around December, I think it was, when he was actually starting with a Stargate, adding 3 Phoenixes in order to fend off that 8-minute push by the Terran players with Marines and siege tanks, with Graviton Beam just lifting off all those siege tanks. And Grubby did exactly that in this game. And Gomas, he had a little bit... It didn't have too many anti-air units, and that was a huge mistake for him, as he lost so many units and so many resources to those Phoenixes, just lifting off the siege tanks in the fight. And that was quite a nice play by Grubby, so I really liked that a lot, this unit composition especially. He didn't go for Colossus right away, no, he waited a little bit and just adding more and more Immortals in order to be able to deal with Marauders and also to be able to push against bunkers. So this was really, really well done. done. Normally Protoss player are just adding one, well, maybe 2 Immortals against the Terran player, and Grubby really Marauder heavy in comparison to those Protoss players. So this was actually a really nice mix that he played right there, and he could have ended the game a little bit earlier, but I actually liked that a lot. I just released another VOD on the German YouTube channel where Grubby was facing Dalai Lama, and this was a Protoss versus that was also really intense, and I liked this one even a little bit better. Quite a nice play by Grubby, and I will also release another VOD of him within the next couple of days on Xel Naga Caverns, so you can actually look forward to that one, because I think that the Xel Naga Caverns game is still a little bit more exciting, a little bit better than this one. But yeah, Grubby is getting a lot better lately, and I'm really looking forward to see him play against in the big tournaments against pros like, for example, I don't know, the players we've seen at the IEM. So I have no doubt at all that he will be able to compete with the top players in Europe once again, and probably also with the top players in the world. So yeah, like the game quite a lot, and I will release another one this week as well, also featuring Grubby, and I think he's playing against Biggs in the other game, but I'm not too sure about that. So I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, that's about it. So guys, if you like the replay, just give me, or if you like the game, just give me a thumbs up at YouTube. I would really appreciate that. And don't forget that on Thursday there will be a dual cast with Total Biscuit. We're casting the 4 Players Close Combat Cup monthly final with 32 players, and the winner will get 1,000 euros as a prize money. So this should be a really, really nice tournament, and I'm so looking forward to cast with Total Biscuit. So check that out, and there's a thread on Team Liquid as well. Hope to see you soon. Have a nice day. See ya.